All right.
Nice.
Nick McIntyre, hello. Ready to party with Clippy? No Clippy, no likes. Carrie, how are you? Jason,
Listen,
Brittany,
I have big news for
Rob
you guys
Otto,
before we go.
Daniel Baker's full
Rob
professor.
Otto, nice
Ready?
to see you. Yeah.
Okay, we got to go live.
Which one? Which one?
This one over here.
Okay.
3 and 2 and 1. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Say hello to my big bald head and my beautiful wife. We're gonna do a
I'm the
great show
beautiful
for you
wife.
guys today. She's not a big bald head. I'm a big bald head.
Yeah. Also, you guys, we have AC.
What's that? Oh, I'm sorry. Repping the 49721, bitches.
If you guys don't know what that is.
There's a couple of gentlemen in the room who know what the hell that means.
At the end of
What's up,
August,
Escalon?
I had
Evening.
the great good grace to get to go to Sheboygan, Michigan, where Rob Otto and Scott Sigler and Daniel
That's
Baker,
me.
full professor PhD, who's in the chat room right now, they all grew up.
You know what? Hold on. I mean, I know we're going to do Siglerbrations in a second, but I just think it's time we do just take one break for a quick congratulations to friend of the show, Dr. Daniel Baker, PhD.
Sure. Yeah, raise your glass because your
who
glass
is
is
now-
relevant.
I'm going to shout out to the repping the 49721 son, full professorship at the University of Memphis.
That's their zip code. Oh, that's probably me.
Congratulations, bro. That is an outstanding achievement. And you know what? Making the Sheboygan proud. That's what's up. Hi, Virginia. Hello, everybody. What's up, Lisa Stone? How you doing?
Ginny, I
Lisa
saw wherever
Stone
you
in the
are.
house. Girl, what's up?
Yes.
Gordy, oh my God, look at all these lovely, lovely people. Everybody's having a great time. Shannon, hello. We're going to talk about that. We talked about that, didn't we?
I don't know what we're talking about. Her birthday?
No,
Did I ruin
the
it?
passing of the pet.
Oh, no, we didn't, but you have to turn your sound off.
Oh, boom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, enough with the non-professional intro. Let's do this over.
Hi,
Ladies and
Tinies.
gentlemen, it is now time for best-selling author Scott Sigler and A. Sigler for Sigler in Place. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sigler in Place, a very important news show where we discuss the news on the regular basis. The news for today will be
The news on the regular.
possibly the best newscast in the history of mankind. We're going to talk
Sean
about an up-down
Carolyn,
on
nice to
shakedown.
see you. Akil, nice to see you.
The
of
Crypt Book
course.
1 and MS Word issues, Predator Book, 911 Bumrush results. We're going to show some junkie pets, some Siglerbrations, and some junkie pics. And then if we have time, we will take the questions. I ask the questions around here. Let's get into it. Ready, babe?
I am.
Did I miss anything?
I don't know.
First of all, schooly doo doo bop bop
I mean, you started the jazz thing.
All right, here we go. Don't forget, if you are new to this and you are not signed up for my freaking scintillating
great.
text stream, what's that?
You did great. I caught it.
Oh, thanks. You know what? Send SIG text to 855-955-5095. What will happen for you other than you will feel very warm and fuzzy inside and in other regions as well when you send that text? When we launch a new website, we're going to send out a 10% coupon to everybody who signed up with that, and you're going to get just like buy as much shit as you want. It's going to be fabulous. Also, yes, doll.
Jennifer Hathorne is in the room.
Jen Hathorne in the house. What's up? We miss you so much. Everybody went
Everybody
to
who went to
Dragon
Dragon
Con.
Con. Every one of y'all.
If you used to go to Dragon Con but didn't go this year, we miss your face, man. We miss your face. I'm sorry. We missed all of you. We just got so much to do, and maybe we'll get back on the con circuit soon. But
Okay,
it sucks
authorized
to be
user
away
on
from you.
YouTube who literally just commented 911 exclamation point downloaded podcast for you. I'm a Downcast
All right,
app user.
Downcast. What's
Let
up?
us know who you are. Send
Yeah.
that info to info@emptysack because we can't see
shit.
it
John
on
Bivens is in the
IO Restream.
John Bivens
but
in the
we'd
house.
love to
What?
know if you're willing to let us
Fabulous.
know. It would be really nice for
All
you
right.
to let us know who you are.
Also, sign up for the newsletter. I just sent one out a little while ago. So, you know,
Everybody.
you should sign up for both because I'm just so full of chunky, moist, delicious information.
I feel like that's my only job at Empty Set.
To be full of chunky, moist information.
Mostly just to be full and chunky and moist. I'm not
Listen,
wrong.
I'm the one who's supposed to tell the jokes. You're supposed to laugh. That's how this relationship works. All right. All right. All right. So let's get on to...
He's so tiny. He's not chunky and moist. Look at him.
A little moist,
He's
though.
a specimen.
It's hot. It's hot today. It's very, very hot
We've
today.
told you for the last 2 weeks we didn't have AC. We have AC now, so We're back.
Let's make sure the chat's working. There's everybody in the chat. All right, so everybody knows. Here we go. Phrasing. We don't even need phrasing, Jason. We just everything we
We're
say.
just being naughty.
Everything we say is a dirty entendre.
It's like Dragon Con post Dragon Con weekend.
It's like a double entendre, except we just cut out the double and put in the word dirty. It's just a single dirty entendre. Everything. Gordy's now going on the phrasing. All right, so here we go. Let's go to books, ladies and gentlemen. Shoot, toot, skiddly boop, pop, pop, and skiddly bow. Ladies and gentlemen, the latest book I have out, we gotta cover it, is Predator: Eyes of the Demon. I just signed
gangbusters.
like 50 of these over at Mysterious Galaxy.
Like a lot.
So if you go to, let me just get rid of this.
And Todd
Bang.
Taylor, if you view this after the fact, I'm pretty sure he signed your colleague's book.
Yes,
I appreciate the email.
Yes,
so if
I
any
did.
of you convince somebody to email and you want a special writing in there, you just email info@emptyset. This way. There it is.
Yep.
Right there.
So this is the latest book, and if you go to scottsigler.com/books, you will see Predator: Eyes of the Demon. Let's walk you through it again. Here we go. Boom. This is how slick we are. Right up at top, the two books you must have, Earthcore and Mount Fitzroy. Then Predator: Eyes of the Demon. You go there. There's this lovely, we got all the links. You get it Audible, everything you need, everything you want, everything you've ever desired in your entire life. Skiddly boop boop, scat bat and beep bap. And did I lose it? Oh, here we go. And if you click on the autograph button, then you are supporting the local brick and mortar for us here in San Diego, which is Mysterious Galaxy. They do a great job taking care of us. And I will shake my moist ass. It doesn't sound good, does it?
It doesn't, but let me say this. Jason Brown just asked, I can't do it right now. Can I do it later? And the answer is always yes. The couple that owns Mysterious Galaxy are lovely people. They were handpicked by our good friend, Mary Elizabeth Yitteraldi, who owned Mysterious Galaxy beforehand. And they're lovely. They're running a GoFundMe right now to kind of expand the store and do better things online. They're lovely human beings, and they have been very good to us. So yes, at any moment,
reviews are harsh.
You can go to mysteriousgalaxy.com and ask in the special notes section for a book to be signed by a local artist. They're local to us. They're 2 miles away from us. We can go and sign a book.
Guys, these reviews
you can do
are
that at any
great.
time.
Not great. But my story, of course, is freaking fantastic.
Of course.
Also, I got to give some thanks, some shout outs to you lovely people and all of your moist faces. Because, listen, look at this. Mount Fitzroy now, 3,853
You guys are the best.
ratings.
Come on.
Which means pretty much every Sigler in place from here on out is going to be me pushing to get to 4,000. That's fantastic. Also, Earthcore now 12,000 reviews and counting. In case you're curious,
Thanks, sis.
buying the books is the best way to support an author.
Hey,
Talking to other people about the books, word of mouth, is the second best way and the third best way. And you can do all of these together. And like Orange Whip, 3 Orange Whips, all 3 of them together is rate and review the books. And you guys are absolutely crushing it. You're grabbing it by the ankles, holding it in the air, and spanking its bare ass. It's amazing. And the rookie, I just wanted to get over 1,000. Now look at this, you guys. Now up to 1,150. You are all utterly delicious, fantastic,
and I can't tell you
sensational
how
people.
much difference it makes in our life. We own that completely. And you guys doing the
All right,
grace
Jason,
of
I'll
giving
stop
us
saying
reviews is
Hi, Bonnie.
It legitimately changes
Bonnie
so
Burton in the house.
much. Oh, Bonnie Burton.
Author Bonnie Burton in the house.
Author Bonnie Burton.
Hi, Chris.
Author and social media influencer Bonnie Burton is in the house. She today
That's correct,
decided
Rob.
to maybe change out her household items to be a little bit more pumpkin spice or Halloween. If you don't know Bonnie Burton on the social medias, you should follow her, because today is the day. If you're a social media, also pumpkin spice, also Halloween fan, today is the day. Do it. It's beautiful.
Do it. So there we go.
It's
So we've covered
beautiful.
the rookie. We've covered Earthcore. We've covered Mount Fitzroy. You're all fantastic. Let's go back to Maine. Now, what's next, ladies and gentlemen? Crypt update. It's not going well.
Wait, is this? We do this, right?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So we already did this just now. Hang on, I got to lean the right way. So it's not going to be on the
Johnny
until
Gill
the
gonna lean you the right
1st
way.
of October, which is strange because the first day of October you're going to have to do it for yourselves and remember that it's October. But there's a happy hour, and it was super fun. I went for like 2.5 hours. It was super fun. And then we had a blackout, a
We got June in the
brownout,
house.
or something.
Brolo
Hey!
in the house.
And Lauren too.
Lauren in the house.
Lauren and Jude. Jude is my brother, and Lauren is my glorious sister-in-law.
Oh, Carrie, let me answer Carrie's question. Carrie asks, do you get a portion if I buy your books in Audible? As a matter of fact,
100%.
we get the biggest, fattest, girthiest, most turgid amount from Audible. I won't use the M word because Jason didn't like it anymore. So we're
Listen
going to
to
go
our
ahead and
books,
leave it
bro.
alone.
Listen to his books.
Basically, my
Rah.
books are
Listen
pumpkin
to
spice. Okay, great. So go back to, we got that? We're going back to the crypt. Here's the deal. Come back over here. I won't lie, it's not going well. That's not true. It's going very slow. The crypt is, the Shakedown, book 1 of the crypt is going very, very slow. I'm still at about 20% done. I got to a point and then kind of had to go back and I use text to speech on the computer and I listen to everything and I'm kind of catching up on that and catching a bunch of stuff that I missed and that the editor missed, because continuity is very important. You hit a continuity bump and you get pulled out of the story, and my primary goal as a creator, as an author, is to get you into that story. Everybody can just write a story. The trick is to hold the reader in the story. You have to hold the reader in the story. So we've gotten rid of some continuity stuff. So it's going a little slow, but this time we said, I don't have a deadline on this. This is the first one we've done. Yes, ma'am.
You also want to answer. There were several options that people emailed
Thank you, Rob
that
Tinarella. Thank you.
Kind of helped him suss out that he has literally done all he can for this.
We're getting to that.
Okay, good. I just didn't want you to mention or not forget to mention that people don't
Doug.
need to keep.
Doug Lane, I will hold you directly after the show in all the most important ways. So,
Tiny dancer.
anyways, a reminder, Shakedown, the Crypt Book 1 will be out in 2023, not 2022, because frankly, I'm that guy now. It's got to be right. It's got to be done correctly, and it's taking longer than I had hoped, even at this point. But I mean, I only get one shot at a book 1, and it's got to be right. And I actually like it now, which is very, very rare for me to say. I like the start of this book. These are awful fucking people. All of my characters just, they're like,
not any of the people we work with. All of his characters are awful.
If you want to have a series that sells well, make sure you have likable characters who have, people can relate to. They're very likable and they're good, and all the bad people are the bad guys. I didn't do any of that. These are all just pieces of shit.
And everyone we work with is
Pieces of
lovely.
shit.
And the
Good
people
job,
who we
Doug, that's
sold the book to said, we want to put everything out at the same time. And it will, we're going to have to get the audiobook narrator. We're going to have to get editors. We're going to have to do all that. And we want it to come out on the same day. And we said, yes. So there's no problem. We just want to coordinate audio, ebook, print book, hardcovers all on the same day.
Right.
I am promising hardcovers that I can't promise here. I
we're
think
gonna
there
have
are going to be
hardcovers.
hardcovers, but I'm not 100% sure.
We're gonna have, we're gonna have. There's no. Trust me.
So.
Trust me. Hold on. Let's go to the trust cam. You ready? This is the us cam. This is the. Look into my eyes and trust me. Would this face ever lie to you? Would this face ever betray your precious trust? The answer is
Did you say precious?
precious.
Precious.
The answer is no. Of course you trust me. Of course you do. So that is a fact. I guarantee we will have hardcovers. If I have to cut down the trees myself, build my own printing press, go to India and collect whatever it is they make ink out of, make my own ink, bring that back to America on a sailing ship because there's no diesel left for the ships, and we will make our own goddamn hardcovers. And I will sell that. That will cost a lot, but we will make our own hardcovers. Guaranteed.
And Cheryl Horn, there is not a thing wrong with trusting Patrick in the Sun Symbol series.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to, I already did the books, and now I have to go to, here we go. This is Bumrush results. We did the Bumrush. If you guys have been following along the social medias and all the other things, we had everybody Nocturnal. No, follow Nocturnal only on Apple Podcasts. It's available everywhere. It's not just Apple Podcasts. Relax. We had everybody who uses Apple Podcasts go and follow it at the same time. And that was on 9/1 at 1 p.m. because I'm clever. 9/1 p.m. I thought it was good. If you don't like it, that's probably because you're a horrible person. So Nocturnal made it up to number 26. We learned a lot. This was just an experimental thing. trying to see how we could bum rush the charts, what we can do to get up on the charts and get new listeners in, we found out that liking it or following it is very important. We also figured out is that part of that ranking is people listening all the way through the episodes. Since most of you have already heard Nocturnal, not expecting that, if you can let your computer do that, that is great. For those of you who don't know, we are taking all of the back catalog books. So the Infected Trilogy, Nocturnal, Ancestor, the Generations Trilogy, Kissy Man, Hunter Hunterson's Son, the short story collections, everything is going to go up on all the podcatchers as a serialized, completed podcast that will be ad supported. Yep. So we have, we used to give everything away for free. And then we pulled everything down for free. We just did first books in the series.
Kind of had questions. Sorry, you guys kind of had questions, so.
So now we're working with Evo Terra, and we are going to have all of them up for you for free. You can listen anytime you want. It's going to take a little while to phase these things in, but you'll be able to binge everything anytime you want. And if you don't like listening to ads or my jibber jabber, of course, they're available on Audible. They're available on all the audiobook sites, so you can go buy them if you want to go buy them. It's okay. It's all right. Jason Brown says he'll tolerate ads. Ready to hear everything. Thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl Horn says Infected was so good.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
That was my lead-in, and my outcome is a little bit outsized.
That's true. Not everybody who listens to my books is going to marry me. That's a fact. Hopefully. I mean, hopefully this one lasts, so I'm off the market. But you know, if a meteor hits, who knows what could happen.
I'm pretty confident. So come on, players. I don't care. Try it.
Baby, are you ready to talk about that son of a bitch? Clippy. God damn.
Good damn.
Clippy. I don't like Clippy.
How dare you?
Now, of course, what?
No. Should we ever do this?
Oh, shoot. We got to talk about beer. We'll talk about Clippy in a second. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to discuss beer. Last week, we told you that today is National Beer Day.
Yeah.
So we asked people to suggest beers.
We got exactly one. And
one suggestion?
But yeah.
Oh,
and
we got
it was
one
from
suggestion.
our good friend Kim, and I couldn't find spicy.
Thank you, Citizen Gold. Citizen Gold is my people. I will not, he says, I will not tolerate ads. Please take my money.
Fair enough. So Kim Hansen actually offered a great beer that I looked in 3 places to find. I immediately thought it was a Trader Joe's beer. It was not. I went to my next local, and then I went to Total Wines and More and Bev. Oh, I went to 4 places. I couldn't find spicy beer. I have a handful of beers because today is National Beer Day.
We had to talk about Cheryl Horn's mom for a second. Cheryl Horn's mom told Cheryl, I'm going to assume this is what her mom sounds like. I've never met her mom. Here's what she sounds like. Ready? Mm-hmm. It's like this. It might take a while to get into the self-narration, honey, but listen, you'll love it, Boobala. Listen to The Infected. It's so good. Just stick with it for a couple of minutes and it'll be fine. And I don't mind if you don't like it. Just give it a try. Sure, that's exactly what your mom sounds like.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure. So what we decided to do with the beers is we raided the fridge and everything that's not a Bud Light.
This camera or that camera?
We're on this.
I think
Can you see
we're
it?
not. I mean, look at there.
What are you talking about? Look right at the camera.
I know. Is that the camera? Is this the shooting one camera?
You're looking right at it. What are you talking about?
Because there's so many cameras. Look at this one.
What is happening? What is happening? Look, if I do this,
Oh, there we are. Great.
Oh, you were watching the delay.
I was.
I
was watching the delay.
The FCC has instigated a tape delay on
Woogie,
me.
we didn't just start.
Because it seems I have said some untoward things, and the Federal Communications Commission has decided that perhaps the things I say are not acceptable in public. I make faces that are not acceptable in public. So they put in a tape delay on us. So we're doing the best we can, though. So what we decided to do is we went through the fridge, and all the beers we get for other people.
I tried to buy the spicy beer, Kim. I did.
All the beers we got for other people who visit that are just been sitting in there for years, we decided I'm going to drink these. Here we go. So here's one. This is a North Coast Brewing Laguna Baja with a whale. Apparently they have whale tails in as an ingredient.
I think that's just a lager. I don't drink a lot of beer, so he has to do the whole work himself.
Okay, I'm going to leave this one aside because it's possible it's not the worst beer of the bunch.
It is absolutely not the greatest.
Let's go. What's the next one? Jenna Leah, what's up?
Here's the next one.
All right, here we go. Now we've got...
Nope, don't. Just drink it.
Oh. That's delicious. That's a root beer.
Ah, that's a root beer.
It's Virgil's.
In case you don't want to drink an
That's like
alcoholic
candy.
beer, that's like candy, and it works on National Beer Day.
Woogie, you missed the text. Well, I don't know what text you missed, but welcome. Come in.
Oh, Woogie's are.
Yeah, Citizen Gold says, that face looks like you got the lump of a whale. I did just take a whale lump right in my mouth. I mean, it did hit the back of my throat and everything. So,
I feel very
officious. Oh, here we go with the...
No, you're not supposed to say. You're just supposed to try it.
No, I got to talk about this. This is the trolley problem ale. So what happens is you may choose to drink this ale or not drink this ale, and 5 people die when a trolley runs over them. That's a known quantity. It's fact.
This is literally a beer
Here we go.
that someone who came to our home for dinner brought.
I'm going to give it a sec.
Doesn't it taste like Killian's Red? No?
No.
Okay, all right. He thought it did back
That's
in
like
the day.
saying, isn't the Grinch like Santa? No.
Was it like a sperm whale?
It was not like a whale tail.
Several people are asking about whales.
It was not like a whale tail tickling the back of my throat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah.
I feel like we're going to move back to Scotch.
I'm going to leave it because it's beer day.
I won't even drink a beer, so.
There you go. So that is the definitive
Mike.
explanation of our beer day, celebrating beer. I hope all of you have. Yes, Steve. Steve's got me there, guys. What is this flavor?
I will say, for anybody who spends time on
God.
social media,
Ew.
his whole reaction to beer day was immediately no. Immediately no. Immediately.
Oh, fuck.
No.
I'm chasing.
Immediately no.
I'm chasing this. You know what?
I even served a non-alcoholic beer.
I do beer with a Scotch chaser, ladies and gentlemen.
Tracy, beer day.
Oh, thank
is
God. Jesus.
over.
Thank you, baby Jesus, for delivering. Thank you, baby Jesus, for delivering to me some scotch, because it has been so much that my mouth has been full of sin.
hang on.
I've got sin swirling around my tongue and hitting the back of my throat in a way that's not quite pleasant, ladies and gentlemen. But Lord Jesus, save us with some scotch to caress my tongue and to caress my epiglottis. And that is why, praise him, praise.
I don't drink many beers in general. He drinks only the beers he likes, which are few in general.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Maria. Thank you very much.
Also, Maria doesn't drink a single beer.
Maria, I would like to point
Her
out...
beautiful spouse drinks a lot of very
Tracy,
good beer.
Look, Tracy Shank just asked, you gargled whale? No, son. I swallowed it. I swallowed it right down. Took it like a champ. Here, I'll do it again.
And Ricky Berg, I'm just drinking Fresca, Steve, because
Things have gotten a little out of hand. I'm gonna go ahead and take this right down the throat again.
oh, listen, our
Oh,
lovely
why
friend
would
Steve.
people drink that? Why would people?
Oh, yeah, okay, because
All right,
some
back to
people
AK.
like beer.
You know what? Some people like serial killers too. It's a fact.
Yeah.
There are long distance romantic relationships. Wow, look, Nico has got his text to go in red. That's fantastic. Temperance now, fabulous. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Getting back on track. How are we doing on time? Oh my
Great.
God, that's 25 minutes of just us making crap up as we go along. Oh, let's talk about that real quick. Ad hoc poll. I might get in marriage trouble for talking about this. That's what,
Okay,
I might get in.
I mean, you're already burping.
I might get in relationship trouble for this. I might go to relationship jail. But we were walking last night,
We were.
and one of the things I'm trying to figure out is how do I get more original content into the feed? Because I'm slammed to the gills with 6 deadlines right now. It's crazy. That's a good thing. We're very happy to be this busy. We're very busy. We want to keep the podcast feed going. So I thought about this. What if, in a world, an author gets very high once a week and then does a live story from the top of his head and has no way to go back or edit in any way, shape, or form. And his wife, in that same world, is there to bring him back on track when he says, where was I? What was I talking about? And we make up a story every week that lasts for 15 to 20 minutes, and it's completely high-driven, and there is no follow-up whatsoever when we put that in the feed live. So, if you guys like this idea, it's called Scott Gets Real High.
Scott Gets Real High is what it's called.
And makes it up as he goes along.
That's a subtitle.
That's the title of our potential podcast. I see they seem to be very supportive in the chat room.
They are, but your stories when you're high are not as...
I'm pretty sure they'll be funny. I'm pretty sure.
I
Thank
like
you,
that
Jen.
people are saying no AF referee. Like just you talk smack in the feed. You guys want to see it?
All right, we're gonna do a pilot program. We're gonna do a pilot program on this and see where it goes.
You're not ready, and you don't want this kind of heat. Not gonna lie.
I just feel like I put so much time and effort into making sure that the I's are dotted, the T's are crossed, and the X's are X'd, getting through all this stuff, that it might be fun once in a while to just, take the bumpers out of the gutter and let's just go. Let's just go, son. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to go. We're going to write from here, from my head. Write from my head, which isn't technically writing. We're going to storytell from my head, and we're going to see how that turns out. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like, it's sort of like Drunk History, I guess, which we've been watching and enjoying the shit out of.
You guys have not seen.
Oh my God, Drunk History is amazing.
Beautiful.
So good.
Exposure that
good.
People will put themselves through to be on Drunk History is gorgeous.
All right. Let's get on with the show. Let's talk about that bitch Clippy. I don't like him. I've never liked him. Sorry, that was supposed to go there.
Okay.
Wait, there. Okay.
Okay. Still here.
I'm not good with the buttons, you guys.
Hi.
Yeah, Aubrey Plaza is a national treasure. Here we go. So we got Clippy, and the problem was I'm trying really hard to do the final draft of Shakedown, book 1 of the Crypt series. And the problem we had was there were so many edits. I can go back to the books and show you what a typical page looks like, I believe. Boom. Boom. Turn off the Bumrush. Turn off the Bumrush.
Turn on your heart light.
With the actual text blurred out so you can't see it. This is what literally every page in the Shakedown manuscript looks like. Every single page. So there's anywhere from 10 to 20 edits per page. It is 150,000 words, or it was when I started. Now it's a little bit slimmer. So we're talking about 9,000 plus edits. 9,000 plus edits. Bogs Microsoft Word down like nobody's business. And I reached out to all you guys last week and I put it up on Facebook and I'm like, hey, anybody know how to fix this? And we got all kinds of fabulous people texting us with ideas, Big John ideas, Dan Baker had ideas. We got a lot of stuff coming in. Saw a lot of people coming in with ideas trying to fix it. The problem is there's no way to turn off the reviewing pane in Microsoft Word for Mac. And when you have this many edits, it just pops up every third or fourth edit that's the column on the left-hand side. It pops up for no discernible reason and you can't get rid of it. You have to turn it off every time. So every time it pops up, I lose 15 to 30 seconds and it takes me out of the story. Turns out the solution was, we got it from Nicholas Sansbury Smith, the author of Helldivers. You may know him. He's very famous and very successful. Nicholas Sansbury Smith, and he doesn't talk like this, but this is kind of how I felt he talked. It was like this. It was like this. He's like, listen, what you got to do is you got to cut it in half. You can't do the whole thing. You do one half at a time. You cut it in half. You put this one over here. You take this one and you work on this one at a time. And then you go to the other one. And your problems, it's like they never happened. It's like there wasn't a problem at all. It's like it never existed. So that's pretty much, that's exactly how Nicholas Sansbury Smith sounds, as a matter of fact. So we did that and we had some success. I'm still, yes, ma'am.
I have to kludge in and say the
chat
room is saying that you should always have an safety net.
An safety net? I don't get it.
A safety net.
You mean when I'm doing the high stories?
Right. You should always have an safety net.
I like it. I like it. Also, when we do the high stories, we might stream it live. and then we'll just take the audio and dump it on Steve Rickyberg. Well, that's the part we got. We're going to do it live, record all of it, take the audio, send it to Steve Rickyberg, and be like, Stephen, your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to put sound effects in this and background music and make it sound as legitimate as possible. Make it sound like it's a show from the BBC, Stephen, even though there is a very high, bald author who is talking from the seat of his pants. Your objective is to make this suitable for audible, Stephen. Yes.
May I react as Stephen,
Yeah.
the Rickyberg,
Yeah.
right? The iceberg. He's like this, like, okay, of course, I love your work. You're so easy to work. Okay, so, can I? Okay, yeah, no, I'm still in. I'm 100% in. But do you notice that? Oh, also that. Okay. I'm going to try my best.
You know what?
And and the thing is, every time he says that, what we know on our end is he's going to deliver a beautiful thing. But it might take a little more time because
Rob.
we're Egypts.
A is 15 minutes behind the narrative. That is correct. But very important stuff to say, because you need, what did you call it? Aphory? That's not it, is it?
It's AFI is what they said. Safety, AFI.
Oh, an AFD net. Okay.
An AFD net.
I said an aphory. That's not even a thing. So, thank you, Nicholas Sansbury Smith. If you guys have not read Helldivers, one of my favorite books, I highly suggest you check it out. And if you come across him on social media, Facebook, Twitter, everything else, make sure, yep, I get it, safety net. Make sure you tell him that, tell him you heard about him on SIGLERinPLACE. Because he's a friend of the show. He's actually been on the show a couple times. All right, let's get to the fun stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Pupdates. Here we go. Keep the show moving, dog. Keep the show moving. Boom. Shikity-ba-boom. We're going to Pupdates. Look at that. Peanut.
Oh, come on. That's
I say this every
Reese.
week.
That's
You
tiny Reese. She's so
I
young.
am so in love with my pup. My pup is absolutely the best. I write all day long. I work all day long. I'm up in this office. And because it's been so hot, we keep the office shut. So the limited amount of AC we use just only heats a very small amount of cubic feet. And then, so we can't have the door open, so she can't come up. So I go downstairs after writing every night, and she jumps up on the couch next to me and sits down.
Halfway through the day too. You check in with us.
Yeah, check in. But
he doesn't come down.
So now my
does he?
evenings are going downstairs about 6, 7, 8 o'clock, depending. I get to hang out with my fucking awesome wife. Get to hang out with my awesome pups, and she looks just like this, and she just gets scutcheons, and I just love her to death. I can't even stop it.
She's struggling. She is struggling the worst of all of us in this heat wave.
But
now that we have AC,
not the only dog in my life. We also have this one.
Oh, back in the day. Look at her. She's like, what are your intentions with my mother?
Well, she knows what my intentions are.
Well, but she didn't then.
Okay. Well, that's fair. So this is why I'm laughing this is how Squeaks asks for treats. So I'm sitting on the couch. She will just jump right up on the stomach, settle down in the lap, and then just stare at your face until all of your willpower is gone, and you will get her a treat. And you think you're tough. I thought I was tough. Like, I don't give a goddamn what this dog says. You stare at me all day, it won't faze me a bit. I got it all. It just goes right off my shoulders. After about 15 minutes, it wears you down.
Jason, you're not wrong. That beard is a while gone.
It's a while gone. It's definitely a while gone. It was great while it lasted, though.
It was
very fantastic.
gorgeous.
It was lush and thick, because apparently I can't grow hair on top of my head, but on my face, also ears and nose, no problem. Tons of hair. Welcome to old age. Let's go to the pup show. Who are we talking about right here?
Okay, so this is, I am going to call this monster, even though her name is Missy, because technically speaking, her name is Murder Paws right now. This gorgeous girl belongs to Tracy Shank, and she was an adoption who had a rough start, but is now settled in with Tracy. Missy was nicknamed Murder Paws because in the beginning, she kind of had murder paws, but right now she's just Missy, and Tracy has the scars to prove it. Missy looks like she finally came home and she finally had somebody who recognized her, and I love that for her.
That's like a glamour shots picture of a cat.
It really
like,
is.
Missy went to the mall.
Look at the glow up at the ears.
Yeah.
Like, look at the glow up.
And she got the fake background they edited in later. She's like, that's Missy at the mall circa 1986 in glamour shots.
She did great. She did great.
I do wish I was more hip and could give you cultural references from the 2000s or the 2010s, but I can't. All I got for you is 80s and 90s, ladies and gentlemen. Here
Yeah,
we go.
I will say that Tracy also said, like, I appreciate you letting us show off our pets because she's.
That's a great cat.
Yeah,
That's a. I mean, I'm not.
she's. Yeah.
I don't even like cats. That's a good cat. Ready?
I do love
Next
cats,
picture.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what's going on over here. Let me
I
go back
don't
to here.
either. It's your job. Okay. This is currently my favorite cat. This is Dolly Parton.
It's Robin's cat. So good.
Dolly Parton just got a new house for the 2022 fall-winter season. And it's already glammed up for her favorite football team. So she is absolutely a Krakens fan because it's a
what I'm
little black
saying.
and orange. But she's also a Seahawks fan. So that's actually also there. She got
No, fuck those guys. Those Krakens.
we can do both. Listen, we can do
Sorry.
both.
I actually like the Seahawks a lot.
I do
They're-
too, especially this year.
Oh, dude, they're gonna get crushed this year. I don't know what you're talking
That's kind of why I like them because I get crushed every year.
We'll see. Pete Carroll's gonna pull a rabbit out of his butt.
But Dolly, happy in her house, happy with her confidence, I'm all in.
Yep, confidence. It's all about confidence, ladies and gentlemen. Next one. Boom. God darn it. I don't understand what's happening. Let's go here.
Okay, you guys. As you guys already know.
I can't quit laughing at this picture. It's so good. It's so good.
You guys already know that Mr. Happy, Chris Grawl, Detonator is one of our secret agents. He does
Secret agents, not sacred agents. It came out a little wrong.
so much work for us to explain how real world tactics work in our life. And then the only way he can send photos of his pups, who we both know intimately.
So
We've
good.
met. We've been in their house. This is Agnes. She is absolutely Wonder Woman, you guys.
Agnes is a bit of an asshole, but
She
she's
is
all right.
all those things, but of course Wonder Woman has to do that. She has to come in hot.
It's great. It's so great.
And here,
She is. Yeah. It's like
let's go next.
boom.
This is Agnes's brother, Zeus.
I've met a lot of high anxiety dogs in my day.
Zeus Bruce.
a lot of high anxiety dogs. I have one. Ain't nothing I have ever seen comparable to this lad. This lad, when Chris tries to leave the house, this dog ain't having that shit. This dog ain't having
Also,
it.
Zeus Bruce. Yes, Zeus Bruce Wayne. He's like, no, I know who I am. I don't give a fuck about you. I only care about Papa
Yeah.
and Mama. That's all I care about.
Next one. Are we done? Is that what? Oh, we're back.
We're
Okay,
back.
so let's go home.
We have some junkie photos.
Let's get to the junkie photos, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while. It's been a while. I just burped the mic. So sorry. All right, here we go. Now, those of you who want your picture celebrated, you want a Siglerbration, make sure you send an email to info@emptyset.com. They can't see it, so don't point. info@emptyset.com. We love to share your successes. The tiniest success, the biggest success, send it to us. Got pictures celebrating
Help us help y'all.
family shit like we're about to show you. We're down with that because you know what? Without you, I wasn't going to say there's no us, but we sure don't sell as many books.
We just know we want to celebrate y'all, and you have to participate in us celebrating y'all.
Here we go. Junkie pictures. What do we got here, babe?
Okay, listen. Michael Grace has been a junkie for a billion years. This is Michael Grace. This is his son, walking there in that purple, the taller one in
What
the
a
purple
day.
right
What a
there.
day.
Right,
Congratulations
this is him
to the
graduating
whole
from high
fam.
school.
Congratulations.
Michael Grace, the third or fourth, not quite sure, and he did great.
Howard, pick the Seahawks. You'll be happy. Good.
We got a lot to go with Michael. Let's do a
All right,
couple,
next.
2, 3.
God darn it.
Well,
I don't understand what I did wrong this time. Here we go. Boom.
okay, so he graduates from high school. A week later, he takes third. He had a hip fracture.
Look at that. Look at that
stress
beast.
fracture.
Jesus.
Yeah. And in
Apparently
his South Dakota high
everybody's doing the
school,
delts. Yeah.
he
Take
in
them delts.
his track meet, he also took third.
Congratulations, young man. Very good.
Oh, it gets so
Very
much
good.
better.
Ready?
This is him, University of South Dakota, checking in so he can run in the track team for them as well with his folks. So good. It's exactly what should
Oh my
happen.
God. Look how happy everybody is. It's
Everybody.
delightful.
Everybody is.
I believe we have some other good pictures from this fam. Ready? Yes? Ready?
Yep. Oh, and then Papa Michael Grace, Papa Michael Sr., Michael the third, second, I'm not sure.
You're beautiful, my beautiful
turns 50,
balloon.
which we have done recently in our lives.
Oh, no,
we
I'm 36.
understand the
I know what you're
grace.
talking about.
I'm sorry, I have done recently in my life.
I'm dating the older chick, you know what I'm saying? I got a MILF, it's all working out fine for me.
Everybody should
I'm
choose.
36. You can
Everybody
see.
should choose a girl like me. That's what I'm saying.
All right,
right?
back to the picture.
Yeah. So he decides he's going to do this, and he's going to do it by doing something he's never done before, taking a hot air balloon ride. Let's go to the next one.
Next one?
He's like, okay,
That's
this is
beautiful.
one. Yeah. And here's the thing. If you have never been on a hot air balloon ride, you might think like, oh, I got to like bundle up because I'm going to go up into the sky. But you move at the same rate as the wind, so it's not actually cold.
I don't believe that. I absolutely do not. I think that is
I
utter
believe
bullshit.
it because I did that.
I think that is Michael Grace being like, bro, it wasn't even cold at all. I was fine.
He never said any of
I
that.
didn't get a nippy
I just
hard on.
know that.
You know what? It was like I didn't even know there was temperature. I didn't even know there was a thing called
I
air.
just
I
know
was
that
so
from
cool.
watching. There's one more photo, and
Okay.
he's like, what is the song I'm singing? Oh, no, sorry, I jumped ahead. I maybe
What do we
didn't
got
go all
here?
the way. This is, okay, you guys already know Paul Harvey, and he is one of
He's
our...
the giant lad on the. Do you guys? I don't know if it's your right or your left. I don't know which we're seeing here.
Is the blonde one on the end.
The giant blonde in the middle, who has been a fan of Sigler books since he was like this big, and now he is in full-on young man beast mode and doing his shit.
And not only that, because of the pandemic, he had to like kind of have a delayed XMA season. He had to have a delayed competitive season for the last 2-3 years. But he still won a 2020 championship in his division, and they finally were able to do this in person and get this award. And the next photo.
Next photo.
Oh my gosh, I love it. 2020.
You know what? Can I swear? Can I swear on the show, even though it's
yes, I'm Richard.
motherfucker carrying a sword and shit. Motherfucker walking in, doing his boss mode move, stepping in, because you know there's only one way to walk in that like that.
Yep.
Slow motion. Look at him. He's like, boom, down, down, boom, down, down, down. Got me a sword, gonna cut a motherfucker. JP, Steph, if you're watching, I'm sorry for the swearing, but. Dude, that is so baller. That is such a baller shot. Just striding in with a goddamn sword.
And listening and having to do that as a teenager and waiting
so
for
impressed.
delayed gratification. I don't like delayed gratification, and I'm in my 50s.
Yeah, you're not good.
He had to do that at 16, and I can't do it for 4 minutes at 51.
You are notably not good with delayed gratification, Pumpkin. I
Say
will
it
not lie.
again.
Notably not.
I can't last a minute.
What I do, because I'm an asshole, what I do is I torture A every Christmas, like, would you like your present now? Or would you like to wait until Christmas? And of course, she's trying to be a trooper. She's like, oh, I want to wait till Christmas. I'm like, would you like a clue? Which is an asshole thing to say because she always wants a clue and she never guesses. And then when she gets the present, she's always like, that was the most perfect clue I've ever heard. I should have guessed it.
It's not that I mind the clues at all, because the clues always work. Here's my problem, you guys. Are you ready?
I'm good at it. Yeah.
He's a fucking writer. A writer. And I could never understand the clues.
Until she gets the present. Then she's like, I should have
This
totally
was
guessed
the
that clue.
perfect clue.
I should have guessed that clue.
I'm so mad every time. This is what Paul had to do for the last 2.5 years.
It's very good.
He had to be like, no, I know I won.
All right.
I know, and I'm a teenager. I'm 51. I can't handle it for more than 4 seconds.
That picture though was just him. I've like he could have. It's his house. He should have been able to shoot that picture. Oh wait, did I mention?
He couldn't get it before.
Baby, can I have a sword? Can you give me a sword for Christmas so I can walk slow motion with a sword?
Yeah.
Except I'm not wearing the traditional gi as that young man was wearing. I'm gonna go with like a little leather coat action, some round sunglasses.
Not.
You know, some round sunglasses.
Probably not
maybe
at all.
a hat slightly cocked to the side. You don't know.
I feel like the answer is no, right?
Everybody wants me to have a sword. In the chat room, you know, ladies and gentlemen, chat room,
No.
everyone who thinks I should have a samurai sword to wear around the house, please put in sword. Put sword. Shut up, Rob Otto.
No, Rob,
no one likes
yes.
you.
Follow
no one
Rob.
likes you,
Gordy,
Rob Otto.
No.
Gordy, no one likes you.
Oh,
Gentlemen,
yes, the answer is
you
no.
traitorous
Yes, thank
motherfuckers.
you.
Are you shitting me?
We don't need that,
Jennifer,
Billie Eilish.
Jen.
We don't need that.
That's why I got a treat for you in
Jen
2023.
Hathorn.
I got a treat for you in 2023, Jen. You're going to be very happy. Very, very happy.
Donnie Bliss
Shut
would never met.
up, Danny Baker. No one. You don't know anything. You're
so
like the
word.
dumbest kid from the 49721
Shannon
I ever saw.
Chavaria.
Thank you, Shannon.
What?
Thank you, Shannon.
Okay. You should toast with my non-alcoholic drink.
Ladies and gentlemen, I did not know the thing that would put a fracture in our marriage, a crevasse in our marriage, would be the sword issue. But the sword issue is definitely afoot. The sword issue is live. The sword issue is fucking important.
We're not taking anybody's katana. Suck every dick on earth, Maria. We're not doing that. Sorry.
You know, Maria, I'm going to assume that you did not have a dirty entendre with please take Steven's katana. I'm going to assume that wasn't a dirty entendre. Those of you who miss a dirty entendre, it's like a double entendre, but not as clever. It's just a straight up dirty phrase. Anyways, here we go. Let's go. Questions. You're a bunch of happy people. Woogie, I fell off the stage playing bass guitar and broke a goddamn rib.
Woogie didn't get to see that, sadly.
Oh, sorry, Woogie. It's all right.
But she lives in the same town as some of our great good
Rob
friends.
says, wait, is it a sword or a foot? I don't understand. Am I going to walk into the room in slow motion with a slightly cocked hat and round sunglasses and a leather jacket carrying a foot? I don't get it. I don't get it.
I'm not answering.
Stephen and Claymore, I can't carry Claymore. I'm not that big. Claymore weighs more than I do. I gotta have something light, little needle action. Go ahead, babe. Let's go.
How many drafts do you generally go through before publication?
1, 2, 3. I usually do 3. I do the first. I do a rough draft that's only for me. It's personal. It's just me time. And then I do a first draft, which gets sent on to the publisher. And the publisher responds, and that gets sent usually internally. That's John Viscara, that's Chris Grawl, JP Harvey, Joe Root. Like
the secret agents.
If it's got a bunch of chemistry in it, it's Dan Baker. It's like very science specific to their disciplines. And then that makes the second draft, which most people call the first draft. First draft gets sent to the publisher, and then the publisher edits the first draft. And usually, I'm at a level now, after many years of slamming one's head against a wall, that the third draft for me is usually the final draft.
And you guys, if you're in the chat room on Facebook especially, my mom, her name is Marianne Radowski. She's in the chat room. She's legitimately the best thing that has ever happened to me in my entire life. And
Zippy, you're great. I'm glad you're here.
And she's here. It took her a while to find it because she's a...
Sup, Daryl?
Yeah. So, like, if you want to friend her, if she wants to friend you, she'll do that. But she also will talk a bunch of sass. Almost none of that is true.
I don't know
about
what
me.
you're
it's
talking about.
All true about
I
him,
don't know
though.
what Zippy is erudite and rock solid and reliable. She is a font of wisdom. A font, I say.
And Jennifer Hathorn, you met my mom. You met my
did
mom.
she?
Yeah, in McMinimans in Portland, Oregon. Yeah, you know Mom. You should friend Mom because she'd love you, Jennifer.
All I'm going to say is there's absolutely no reason in this world that McMinimans has not made a mint called a McMinimint. Next question.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's see. Let's see how many questions in the chat room. He's trying to find stuff right now, but we both had a couple of soda pops. I'm not going to lie to you guys.
I've got another one. Oh, wait. So,
go ahead, babe.
Vaughn Lowe, just finishing up Mount Fitzroy. How do you research all your military
I will
stuff?
tell you, I researched the military stuff. There happens to be a gentleman in the chat room right now by the name of Chris, Mr. Happy Grawl, Detonator with an 8. It's,
Detonate.
So, this is fun. I'll do this. Here we go. So this is I really groove on talking about this because it's so exciting for me as a person who's not served. I don't have an enormous amount of firearms experience. Since I've become an author, I've done a whole bunch of shooting and it's super fun. I train at the Glock store in San Diego. Super fun stuff. I've done a couple of going outdoors and doing stuff, but I've never been in the mix. That's what I call it in the crypt. Yeah, I've never been in the mix. Chris Grawl has served several tours and special forces and ranger, and he provides the small unit tactics for literally everything that I do. So every scene I write that involves what some people call operators, some people call special forces, what I call like the people who get stuff done, I write it all. That goes to Chris. Chris kind of goes through it. This is right, this is wrong, and will provide an enormous amount of reference material. Like, okay, I think they should use this gun and here's why. So his thumbprint on Shakedown the Crypt Book 1 is enormous. I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys, but if you're paying attention right now and you're not doing the beer trolley problem, when I'm trying to figure out how to say this without spoiling anything. I think you'll know it when you see it, that there's an enormous amount of Chris Grawl in this. There's also little things like an ancestor, when the ancestor's trying to jump through the door of the helicopter. That is a gentleman named J.P. Harvey. J.P. Harvey is the aircraft, Air Force, anything involving that goes to J.P. And then for the crypt specifically, kind of who hasn't participated in things before but now is, since that involves spaceships, and spaceships are basically a pressurized cylinder. Oh yeah, pressurized cylinder, much like a submarine. Submarine is the closest equivalent we have to a spaceship, a warship right now. That's a gentleman named Joe Root, who has served on many submarines in the U.S. military. So those are the three big ones. We also have Robin Taylor, who helps out with a lot of different things. Helped out with some of the legal aspects that are in Shakedown. Am I missing anyone from the military, babe?
So JP, Robin, Chris,
so the reason
Scott.
I'll switch back here.
Yeah.
The reason the military stuff in my book is as good as it is because of the help I get from the secret agents. So Chris Grawl, thank you, sir. You are a constant. Also, I can't show it right now. It's too complicated. Chris Grawl made the Lego crypt, which is dope. He's super dope.
And you guys know that.
And Kelly McCardle made the Lego Octhera.
Yeah.
No, he made the touchback. So there's two Lego ships from the crypt that we're eventually going to put up on the site. You guys can buy the plans if you want to. Is the crypt, and then the APC, the Armored Personnel Carrier, called the Octhera in the crypt. So there you go. That's it. That's how I do the military stuff. If you don't know what you're talking about, go find someone who does know what they're talking about, and steal all their shit. Steal it, and then say, I invented
Or very
this.
humbly engage them.
No, humbly. Shit. I'm like, listen,
For actual decade.
I'm a very important author. Hey, babe. I'm the ghost of the most. All right, here we go.
Very, very, very humbly. So I will tell you
Lady
guys
Radulski. That's sick, Jen. I love it. Okay, good.
Jen, yeah. So Lady Radulski, who is my mother, Marianne Radulski, she's a retired lieutenant colonel from the U.S. Army. So is my stepdad. He is a retired lieutenant colonel. They are my favorite things on earth. They are wonderful, graceful, good human beings, and they taught me how to live through this life, and I love them very much. That said, my mom says my absolute favorite two books, which I have read many, many times, are Ancestor and Earthcore. Sorry, can you tell how much I love these particular books? But all of his books are great. I will also tell you guys she's kind of mad about some of the future books, some of the way things are going, because she doesn't understand where it will end. So she's a little bit mad about Fitzroy.
She gets.
I cannot tell you why, but it's a good reason, and several of you guys actually already think this. It's about one specific character.
She's also an early reader. She gets stuff before the rest. It's my mother-in-law. She gets stuff before the rest of you guys
and
get
your
tough shit.
Is also mad about the same character.
Dad is mad about Mount Fitzroy. Dad is like, you guys know my mom.
The same character.
My mother, who literally took me to the library to max out my 5 books every week, and then took me to the bookstore to buy 3 books every week. And I was reading. I know it sounds ridiculous. I was reading like 8 books a week when I was a little nerdy kid. Now I'm a nerdy grown up. She will not read my books. My own mother, an educator of 30 years of education experience, will not read my books because they don't end well for the people involved. So Zippy will read them though. But Dad reads all my books, and he's very mad about the end of Mount Fitzroy, and I think you guys all know why. I think you guys all know why. One character.
If you name them in the comments, I will make sure you know you're correct. In the meantime,
we got
Stephanie
the question.
Savincourt.
What is my question?
Oh.
Shoot. I had a... Carrie Caditz... Oh, I think I got that right. Carrie Caditz asked, what race are the Springers? The Springers are in the Generations trilogy, and those of you who have read through the Siglerverse understand that there are other races in the Generations trilogy which are seen elsewhere in the Siglerverse. I'm not going to spoil nothing. I'm not going to give it away. But the Springers are unique. They are their own race. They're only seen in the Generations trilogy. That is your answer, Carrie. They are their own race. I don't know how to answer it. Let's go.
So I think, okay, so Robin is talking about my mom and everything. I will say this. I think maybe because we're past the time frame, but Shannon's right here in the chat room, and Shannon is one of my best friends in the world, and she had a birthday after last week's SIGLERinPLACE. Her birthday was on the 4th, and today's the 7th, so it's just a few days later. And I want to say that I love you, and happy birthday to you, Shannon. You're one of my favorite people on earth, and obviously my mom loves you.
Shout out, they lost a pet. They lost a pet recently, which is super tough. I think it's every day. I'm like petting Reese, hanging out, and like, dude, when this dog goes, when this dog goes, you can count me out for at least a month, maybe 2. I'm probably gonna get like a beat up, VW bus. I'm gonna drive about the country, do a little soul searching. That's what I'm gonna do. Probably gonna try a lot of drugs that I've never tried before, and I'm probably gonna just be one with the universe.
It's really hard, and Scott had to do that. It's gonna be rough. We all do that sometime in our lives.
You old schoolers, when I lost Mookie, if anyone remembers Mookie from back in the day, that dog, that was the first creature in the world that was 100% reliable, relying on me and only me. Losing that dog, I still can't. Frankly, I'll never get over it. I'll never get over losing Mookie, and when fucking Reese goes, it's gonna be brutal. But if we can take Reese's brain and take it out and put it into a robot, perhaps a cyborg of some sort, and then let Reese unleash her wrath upon the world, I'll be happy. Next question.
We didn't. We didn't mean to go all down the rabbit hole of nudie.
All you guys, I know you guys.
Just wanted to say
there's
happy
a lot of you guys
Shannon.
out there who are very much looking forward to my horror novel, The Rainbow Bridge. In a world where pets cross over to the other side and then they come back, it's the Rainbow Bridge.
But also, Shannon, we didn't want to make your birthday celebration about nudie, but both are important. So
right.
Thank you so much.
Love you,
and,
Shannon.
Love you so much, honey bunch.
Also, just shared with Shannon the new Hailstrom album, which is sick. If you guys like, oh my God, if you like rock and roll, check out Hailstrom's latest record. It's phenomenal. What do we got, babe?
I have a question.
Shoot.
If you didn't write, what would you do for work?
If I didn't write, what would I do for work? Take a bunch of jobs and then abuse those jobs so that I could continue to write and aspire to become a writer, which is literally what I did with every. I'm a horrible employee.
So what you're saying is what you did before you chose to write was just try to do a different job.
I got jobs. I worked pretty hard for those jobs, but by and large, every job I had was there for me to pillage their resources to try and become a writer. So that's everything from back in the day when we had to print everything. I would go into work at 3:30 in the morning and use the copier and steal other people's copier printer codes so that I could print out. Because when you just send an email. I'm so old when we started, we had to send actual print manuscripts. And you guys know I got some girth. You know what I'm saying? Some turgidness. And I would send out full manuscripts, and I think there were nights I would go into the office and print out 9 manuscripts of like a 500-word book. It was ridiculous. So that's what I did in every job. I would do the job. I felt I did the job well, but there were still hours left over, and I didn't need as much sleep back then. So I would just be like, how do I abuse the postal meter? How do I abuse the printer? How do I abuse the computer system? And it was all I did was try and become a writer. I mean, it goes way back. The reason I got journalism degree is specifically so I would have reps writing under pressure and get better to become a fiction novelist so that I could take care of all of you. That's what it's for. That's what it's about.
It is a little creepy that you do that in a Casey Kasem voice. Just so I could take
care. And now a shout out from a writer in San Diego.
Casey, all of you.
Casey, my name is Scott, and I would like to send out a song to all the people who bought my books and listen to my books. Casey, someday they'll all be gone, so what I want to send out is Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue by Crystal Gale. Well, Scott, here you go. That's the only one I remember from Casey Kasem. Every long-distance dedication was Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue.
So I'm going to say
Let's go.
We're done. I have to figure out how to do this, though. This way? There you go.
Jason, seek massive rejection. Jason says, I use FedEx printing online to print copies of my 10K word book just to get rejected over and over again. This is how we do it. That's how you do it. 156 rejections, brother. 156 rejections. Saved every one. Still got them until I got my book published. And getting my book published required me to do podcasting, give everything away, and largely, do this all about the internet to get published. There is no secret method. There is no luck. You just keep banging away, and you know what? Bang it. Can we make a T-shirt that just says "Bang it"?
Not at all.
What about "Bang it hard"?
Literally not at all.
All right. We done? That was a fun show. That was a super fun show, you guys. I worked a bunch today.
So listen, we worked a bunch today. We finally got our AC fixed. Finally, you can tell because we're not talking about the AC.
Jennifer, I can't say that word because Jason said please don't say the M word, so we can't do it. Dr. Dan Baker, be well, you too. All right.
We love you. We can't wait to see you.
All right, let's do this. All
right, I'm going to do it. So, as you guys know, we are trying to figure... Oh.
Wait 1 second. Look at this. NZ Multimedia said... Wait, where do you...
Right
this
there.
shirt right here still reminds me, has the signed tailgate tour shirt in the closet. My fam. Thank you so much. Still got the signed tailgate tour is so old school. Most of you don't even know what the shit that is. But thank you. All right, let's go back.
So we're going to be back next week. Next week is like the 14th-ish. We do.
Thanks, Chris.
The last Wednesday
See you next week, Chris.
September, we have conflict, so we won't be here the last Wednesday in September.
We'll be here next week, though?
We will be here next week.
Right,
and
sweet.
Next week, it is...
Oh, my God. For real? Is this a real thing? Is this my real life?
It is. Wait, you have to do the other things.
Oh,
do you want us to do the info?
You do that, and I'll get to this.
Email info@emptyset. I'll do all of that. Try to breathe slowly. Info@emptyset for all your photos of your pets, of your recent accomplishments, of anything you want to share, because we're here because you're here. And the less you're here, the less we're here. So the more you do, the more we do. So
we will be back on Wednesday, September 14th, 2022, which is National Eat a hoagie day.
We're gonna make a hoagie. We're gonna make a Dagwood.
I'm gonna get a Dagwood. You know what? And all you bitches, you all should make yourself a hoagie, a Dagwood, a giant, long, girthy sandwich. However you want to describe your turgidness, that's not my business. To each their own. Let's all eat a hoagie next week. It's gonna be. Oh, I'm so excited.
Only one person sent in their spicy beer though, and I couldn't find it down here. Sorry, Kim. But every hoagie works. So in the meantime. Absolutely. As ever for the last 2.5 years, we need you to stay safe.
Shove that Dagwood in your mouth, of course, Chris. We want you to stay smart.
We need you to stay science. The 18th wave is coming.
And for the love of science, we need you to stay informed. Listen to people who study the things their whole life, not the people who just react to shit to get clicks or votes. Listen to the people who went to school to study a thing.
And will save us.
They tend to know what they're talking about. Don't listen to jackasses. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to tell you all to kiss off in the sky. I'm going to go hang out with this gorgeous creature and have the time of my life. You know what I'm saying? You can all kiss off into the sky.
We love you, though. We want to see you next Wednesday.